Hi, I'm the YouTube deal guy, Matt Cranit. Welcome to CES 2018 for all of the amazing subscribers of this channel. You guys know I usually do tech unboxings, deal unveilings, and I give everything I test away for free, but today it's a little bit different. I want to take all of you along live. This will be our badge together. I was the first reporter in the world inside the Consumer Electronics Show, and today, well, now that I've spent a little bit of time here, I want to take a look at the trends, what's hot. Let's get going. So come on in. It's a little bit busy, a little bit congested, but I don't know if you guys are able to see right around the corner. One of the first things we're going to see is one of the major trends at the Consumer Electronics Show this year, and that is self-navigating, self-drive, every brand you can think of that's actually involved in a lot of technology. Right now we're in the Intel area, and one of the new trends this year are cars that can accurately predict what the driver is going to do when the driver is either behind the wheel or it's an entirely autonomous vehicle. What does that mean? Well, an entirely autonomous vehicle, the car does the driving, which is similar to what would be going on here. But Nissan and some other brands are working on new technologies where they can actually read what's going inside the brain of the driver. So if you want to turn left, the car knows that. If you want to turn right, it knows that. Or if you're like me all over the place and you want to take an errand and go get bubble tea, yeah, it knows that. And it's able to also make sure that you don't deviate, you don't fall asleep. A lot of technology to make the road safer. So as you can see, the BMW personal co-pilot, one of the other vehicles around here, a very big thing. But once you get beyond the cars and the brands that are really trying to push that, and by the way, that's another Intel experience right over there, I want to show you guys the more affordable technology. What's going to change your world, your life, the accessibility. By the way, we're live. It's awesome. I'm sorry I hit you, but it's my YouTube channel. They're great people, I promise. They're really nice. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry I hit him as well, but I'm not that skilled at walking backwards or forwards. Immersive gaming and media is also another one of the big trends here. So it's not just virtual reality, but it's ways where you can actually feel the game and then have someone also able to play with you on a different system. So you don't both need to be wearing virtual reality headsets. That's one of the big trends that we're seeing. If you take a look over here, this is augmented reality, which is different than virtual reality. Virtual reality, obviously, you put something on and you're immersed in a different environment. Augmented reality allows you to further interact, and you can actually recreate spaces. So this gentleman right here is actually inside the Consumer Electronics Show, and it's giving him a different view of it, which is a very strange thing, but if you work in architecture, healthcare, rather than a field where gaming is the focus, this allows the user to further interact with the environment in which he or she happens to be in. Now, as we make our way toward here, and I've got some really exciting things to show you, walls of TVs and all of these other crazy experiences, I want to take a look past the 5G charging and some of the 5G networks, which we'll talk about in a moment, and make our way toward the new world of television. Laser TV is something I'm going to show you in a moment. I'm really excited because what we're seeing here is a whole different level of integration. When you guys think of your TV being smart, what do you think of? Fire TV, Apple TV, Google, Chromecast? Alexa is now being integrated into other televisions made by other brands. So without the Amazon partnerships that you typically see for some of the televisions that are sold on Amazon, Alexa has made a huge resurgence at the Consumer Electronics Show this year. She's all over the place. Now I gotta be honest, I have the hots for her, but it's interesting to see just how much she's integrated. I'm gonna show you some of the smart home tech in a moment. Let's keep going, this is awesome. I'm so excited to be with you guys. All right. We're going to make our way now toward laser television. I know a lot of you guys are watching this laser TV, 8K TV, 14K TV. How does this affect you as a consumer? It means the 4K televisions that you're all buying right now are going to drop even more in terms of price. We're talking 30% price drops by the end of the summer. That's because all of the new technology is coming onto the market. 4K laser TV, which you're seeing on some of the sets over here, just delivers a new level of brighter, crisper cinematic quality. It is a way where you get 8.3 million pixels. So it's 4K Ultra HD resolution, but it's done in a way where the brightness is a little bit more controlled and the environment, whether or not there's direct sunlight on your television, it's not as susceptible to some of the shifts that you would see if you have light exposure on a 4K TV. So that's really all you need to know about that. All right, let's keep going. So one of the other things, oh, you know what, sorry, I want to go to 5G for a second. I have the most awesome videographer with me right now. He's following me because I'm not that streamlined in terms of what I'm doing, but 5G, obviously 4G LTE is the fastest speed available to a lot of people watching right now for your smartphone. 5G is going to bring speeds at the end of this year for a lot more people than you've ever seen available. Great for gaming on the go, streaming. but another type of way to actually cut down on the time that you interact with your smartphone for mundane tasks such as buffering is charging. How often do you encounter that dead battery, and we're so reliant upon power banks and all these other pieces of technology where it's nice to see some innovations on the charging front. So mark my words right now, the charge systems and the fast charging systems are going to overtake the consumer market. So we're talking wireless charging available for both Apple and Android, and we are also talking really, really smart wireless charging options for not just smartphones, but tablets and many other departments of your home. So this is a very exciting thing for me to see because I really think that we need to focus more on the batteries rather than just the pieces of tech. So this is the innovation that's within this front here. Now I want to take you guys back on a little bit of a walk with me. We're going to enter some smart homes. And the big theme this year at the Consumer Electronics Show is integration. Everything is talking to everything. Your fridge is talking to your smartphone, just talking to your grocery list, which can then go shopping for you when you run out of something. And I apologize, I'm averting eye contact a little bit. I'm really trying not to kill myself as I walk backwards. But we're going to enter a multi-million-dollar display at the Consumer Electronics Show. A lot of these displays right here are 50,000, 100,000, and the displays that you're seeing in this area right here, and I just want to show you one other cool thing. This guy. Look at this right over here. This is another trend that we're seeing at the Consumer Electronics Show happening live right now. Not just robotics, but the people that are actually wearing the augmented reality suits that allow them to further interact with one of those gaming systems that I showed you. So it looks insane, but it's really, really unbelievable just in terms of what we're seeing this year. And that guy's actually my friend we hung out before. So we'll keep going. All right, let's go back. And I apologize, I'm flip-flopping a little bit, but there's just so much to see and do. And we're going to walk toward a multi-million-dollar space. So a lot of what we're seeing right here, these are the less expensive displays, the $50,000 to $80,000 that a brand may have paid to actually showcase. But there are some multi-million-dollar brands that we're going to see in a moment. Let's go this way. And electronics show, it's basically all you see. You get stuck in these smart homes, which is kind of interesting. So you'll get stuck in an LG smart home, or you get stuck in a different home that you didn't really realize you were going to stumble into. And it's interesting sort of the way they force you into their environments. I'm going to show this to you in a moment. It's very interesting. But we're going to see right over here just your typical everyday technology, consumer grade audio, retro, a big thing at the Consumer Electronics Show this year. Right? And if your way toward here, we are going to enter what's the most expensive, the most coveted area of the Consumer Electronics Show. There's three halls. There's the South Hall, there's the North Hall, and there's the Central Hall, which is where we're going to go right now. And around this in Las Vegas, I don't know if you guys have ever been, but the Consumer Electronics Show this year is so big, it actually exists as secondary conferences at hotels like the Venetian and Caesars, Mandalay Bay. So you could be at the Consumer Electronics Show, but not necessarily be in the areas where I'm going to show you what we're going to see. All right, so we're just passing the Ultra Series right now, and we're going to enter into what I call these multi-million-dollar systems, where you're all of a sudden in an entire home that's smart. LG, one of the major brands right here, Panasonic, one of the major brands. But the way they've been able to integrate everything is kind of mind-boggling, and I'm going to show some of this to you in a moment. But I do want to mention that the gaming monitors and the projectors, I showed you guys a projector as part of a live video on Tuesday. This is something where projection is also taking a little bit more of a front seat, because people are not always in front of a television and they want to share their content, or perhaps you're at a business meeting, and that's one of the things that we're seeing a lot of projection. So you're inside a smart home now. Smart pots and pans, pans that can further detect what's going on inside them, is a big phenomenon at the Consumer Electronics Show this year. And one of the other interesting things is the way your appliances are going to not only all be able to talk to each other, but also let you know what's going on with your clothing. So we all know, smart fridge obviously tell you what's inside the fridge, and then when you run out of milk, it can communicate that to a smart device. But what's going on here is ways to actually replace what you would do at a typical dry cleaner with different pressing systems. If you can see right now, she's scanning the coat and the signature panel on this to find out not only how it needs to be washed, but how quickly that can be accomplished. So this is a very interesting thing we're seeing, where instead of paying someone to do it, you're going to have some sort of artificial piece of intelligence or a robot to do that. Very interesting. And obviously robots, a big thing at the Consumer Electronics Show, they come in all shapes and sizes. The robots we're seeing this year are much smaller. You can see the LG robot right here talking on the demonstration. Get that? She's not actually my favorite robot. There are some bigger robots that are around the corner, and actually there's one over here where this would be a smart control robot for many of the other washers, the dryers, the dishwasher in your home, and can give you the live updates on that. You can also connect that to your social media. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that, but that is one of the smaller robots. One of the larger robots we're going to see is coming up right over here. And again, when you hear robots, you sometimes think of a face, but there are smaller robotics that we're seeing that help with accessibility, ways to actually get around a little bit more. So we're seeing things that don't look like your conventional robot, which is very different. And then we're also seeing the giant Ollie type robots. And of course, this one is not moving right now, but they make their way around the Consumer Electronics Show and they're interacting with people and visitors. Very interesting. I have a couple of photos and more screenshots, which you can see as well, some live video of me with different robots throughout the Consumer Electronics Show. We're going to show more of that to you on Sunday. So if you're not yet subscribed, please feel free to do that. I'm also giving away a lot of the items that I've unboxed and featured. So this is still inside the LG living room. So you can see some of the big things that we're seeing around here. The OLED TVs, in addition to the laser TV, which I just showed you. And then also a way to make all of your appliances talk and speak. But something that everyone lines up for, and I'm going to take you through it because I want to know if you guys think this is amazing or worthy of the line, is a tunnel where with the ability of pixels and music and surround sound audio, the world's largest natural OLED display is actually beside us, and you can walk through it. It goes on forever. I've seen people respond differently to this. People line up though, which is very strange. I've seen people clap when they finish the journey. I'm going to take you in for a couple minutes, but you can see the amount of selfie sticks and the speakers. Right now, we're inside the world's largest television, and this is not a bunch of different screens. This is unified. They're all projecting and working in tandem to showcase some of the most beautiful imagery that you will see. So you walk through it, you're immersed in this environment. It's really loud, but you get the idea. I'm going to take you guys out this way, but very beautiful, and you'll hear in a second people are going to clap because they get really excited about that. I want to take you in now, right over here, to another area of the convention center where we actually see some of the brands and some of the other things going on right here, where the fitness tech is stealing the show. There's actually an entire convention center at the Consumer Electronics Show devoted to fitness and healthcare tech, which is a big thing at CES this year. If you head over actually toward the Venetian, you're going to see a lot of that. But come on this way, and I want to show you what is going on. And you're going to see on the right, when you guys think of sports and health tech, you probably think of some type of heart rate monitor, but it's actually ways to help you interact with sporting events, gaming, where you're actually working toward an athletic goal. So come on over here. You're going to see the Samsung display. You guys know Galaxy. This is a little bit different. The treadmills, the ellipticals, the systems that allow you to not only lose weight, are also allowing you to work up a sweat, burn some calories, or my favorite, which I've done, fly. Come take a look at this. I'm going to take you guys right over here. Sorry, excuse us. And you can see behind me, this guy is actually on a journey right now back to the Ice Age. And he is seeing, you can look right above him, dinosaurs, all sorts of other fun things. But he's flying through that in this Samsung Gear, which recreates one of the most immersive environments you can possibly see. Absolutely awesome. Big fan of that. And then, as we make our way through here, I just want to show you some of the smaller grade consumer tech, the more affordable options. One of the big things for me this year is not just to show you all the great things you won't necessarily be able to afford, because it's not even development and it's several millions of dollars to acquire the technology, but I want to show you the smaller items, the items that anyone can grab, which is kind of cool. And these are the smaller displays, once we get through Panasonic, where a lot of the items that I'm going to feature on the channel this year I've all tested here. Really interesting pieces of tech that are smaller in nature, smaller in price, but really do bring a lot of enhancement to your life. Better audio, better integration, better picture, better video quality. You guys remember a few weeks ago I was showcasing these time-lapse cameras, which were amazing. That was actually a Consumer Electronics Show gadget from the year before. So a lot of the stuff I find here not only connects your world, but allows me to further connect with you to showcase just some awesome pieces of tech over the course of the year. He was nice, he got nervous, he like ran out of the shot. Some people just walk through it and push you. So as we make our way to the quieter area, 808 Audio, you guys have seen them. They're, I think, actually developing some really nice wireless speakers. They're integrating a lot of the Alexa, the Bluetooth, the wireless speakers. The interesting thing is they're actually knocking off the design of some of the Echoes. You guys can see this looks like an Echo, but I don't know how they got away with that, but that's one of the things that they're doing. Voice controlled, really, really important and a big part of the show experience. Headphones, awesome. Turntables, obviously I showed that to you, a big retro comeback. You guys remember the G-Shocks, those Casio watches? Very interesting to see, but the smart tech, those survivalist pieces of gear, also making a big comeback. We actually had a chance to experience some of the displays here, but one of my favorite ones is to show you the snowboarding wristwatch. It's very cool because you can see big right here what this looks like, and the video and the sensors that they're building into a lot of the new smartwatches allow you to not only capture beautiful video, but they allow you to replay it, which is actually internet. So there you go, absolutely awesome. Big fan of what's going on there. Want to take you guys a little bit further back here before we say goodbye, because I do want to show you some of the other items that you're going to see on the channel this year. The 360-degree flies, very, very popular. This is part of a view of the and I'm sorry guys if this feed keeps dropping a little bit. The reception within the Consumer Electronics Show Hall, there's so many people trying to connect to the internet at the same time. It's been buffering a little bit, so I apologize if I got cut off. I promise I will have new videos up on Sunday and throughout the week, where if you've missed some of this, I'm also going to post the replay. So before we say goodbye, now that we have some reception, audio, obviously still a really big thing. Audio boats, there's a lot of that. And some interesting changes within the smartphone market. So this year, you could tell some of the brands that would be very familiar in China, where they're developing beautiful smartphones at a fraction of the price. And these are consumer-grade accessible displays where they're running some really nice Android operating systems, and they're many of them integrated with Amazon. This has no internet either, but you can see that the displays on the phones have come a really long way. Inexpensive, which is a big thing for a lot of people to focus on, so you're not going out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I've actually had a chance to use these phones. Some of them are subsidized through Amazon Prime, which is great, which is a wonderful thing. But you can see the displays on these absolutely beautiful. So I'm just trying to get to the home screen. And it's nice because for prices that are well under $200, you can get some nice unlocked smartphones. And I will tell you that if you guys actually head over to Amazon in a couple of weeks, you're going to see more promotions tied to these phones at CES. But these are highly durable, and I'm a really big fan of what they bring to the table. So thank you for letting me hold that. Big fan. Thank you. You're welcome. And some interesting things that we've seen too here. BlackBerry, I don't know how. I'm not saying this because I'm Canadian, but they have a display, which a lot of people are, as you can see, lining up for. I thought that was sort of a done thing, but BlackBerry also, the keyboard focus, people looking to type on the go. That is something that I was very surprised to see in the Consumer Electronics Show. Usually I can predict what's going to happen, but the BlackBerry stand kind of threw me off. So before we say goodbye, I want to know what else you guys are looking to see. What do you want to see more of? Do you want to see more robots? Do you want to see more smart cars? What will make you happy? Because I want to make sure I continue to bring you that content over the course of the year. So if there's something that you want to see more of, that's totally cool. Behind me, as you can see, sort of the smart displays and everything continue on, Roku TV, 4K, 8K, and some of the other bigger brands. But what I've given you right now is at least a really good glimpse of what's available at the Consumer Electronics Show. And by really good, I don't mean that I'm so great, I gave you that glimpse. The way that the vendors have set up really allow you to see more of what's going on technology-wise. Very accessible. You walk in and you know what's going on in the world. And that's why I asked. If there's something you want to find in your world, leave me a comment. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'm sorry that we had some streaming issues and I bumped into a few people and it might have been a little bit shaky, but that's what happens when you're doing live video and you're at the Consumer Electronics Show, and it's been awesome to take you along for the ride. Remember, we're not done. Stay subscribed with the notifications turned on. Got a new video going up on Sunday. Tons of giveaways, deals, and freebies. And I love you guys. It's been so fun to be with you in Vegas, and it's just getting started. Thanks for watching.